Come on. Come on, you guys. Let's go. Let's go. My lord. Where did this performance come from? Like, as I was watching this game here, I was kind of like wiping my eyes just to make sure that I'm still watching Chelsea FC play, because this wasn't a Chelsea performance. Not based on the performances I've been seeing this season. We scored 6 goals. We saw Cole Palmer score 4 goals. He now has 20 goals this season in the Premier League. He's joint top leading scorer with Erling Haaland right now. You know, we kept a clean sheet. That is the crazy thing. We kept a clean sheet and we saw a very balanced performance from the team today. Now, I don't want to say this. I'm not jinxing nothing. I'm touching wood as I'm talking right now. But I don't want to say, are we now seeing positive signs of things to come under Pochettino? I think we pause this conversation and we wait to see what happens after Man City in the FA Cup semi-final. I think that's the responsible thing to do, because who knows, as we look back at this moment, it could just be like a fond memory we have because this was just like a unique game. But time will tell if there's something now happening here. Let's see what happens. But today, my friends, if you guys are pumped, surprised, excited, and just blown away by this game and performance, hit that like button, man. Can we try and get 4,000 likes? 4,000 likes for 4-goal Cole Palmer, because right now I want to focus on the big moments from this game. And obviously I have to start off by discussing Cole Jermaine Palmer. I mean, this kid, I've been saying, he's getting better and better and better. And it's actually like a linear type of progression and improvement in his game, because I can't believe that his consistency rate is just going up another level. This guy has now scored 12 goals in 7 appearances. He has made history tonight because he's the first Chelsea player to score this amount of goals in this amount of games. He's beaten Drogba's record. I think that was like 8 goals in 7 appearances. It's absolutely sensational because this is Cole Palmer's first breakout season. And when you watch this kid play, everything is too easy for him. You know what? Thank you, Pep Guardiola. Thank you for not giving Palmer that confidence that, you know, he was going to be like your main guy in the team this season. Because imagine if you're adding his output to what you're doing this season. They're probably clear at the top by like a good 5 or 6 points right now. So we thank Pep for that mistake he made, because Cole Palmer scored just some beautiful goals tonight. I mean, that first goal, that might be the goal of the season for us, because the ingenuity, the nutmeg in between Branthwaite's legs, and then from the body position that he had, then received the ball again, to have that ingenuity and quickness of mind to play another backheel pass to Nico Jackson. Him and Nico have had a great understanding throughout the season. Of course, Nico obliges with his own very own backheel pass, and then he hits it in the path of Cole Palmer, who takes that shot first time. I think that's Cole Palmer's first curling effort so far this season. Beautiful, exquisite goal. The type of goal that you can't defend against. That is pure individual quality and understanding. And it was a spectacular goal. And I think that goal just set the energy for this game today. Because not long after that, we then make it 2. I thought it was great wide play on the left-hand side. I thought Moises Caicedo played a big part. I mean, I'll touch upon him later on, so stay right to the very end for this video, yeah? But obviously, Cole Palmer just has this instinct for when to attack spaces inside the box. I mean, this guy, for me, is a complete attacking player. You know, he's got that productivity out wide on the right in wide areas and also centrally. And I do feel like as time goes on, I do feel like Cole Palmer may actually have to be the number 10 in the team for when guys like Paez arrives. And obviously, Nkunku then moves to the left-hand side. That could be a very exciting attack to have in behind the striker. But he's on the end, of course, with a header. And that is the first parts and involvements for the perfect hat-trick he then scored. Because after that, my friends, he then takes advantage of a Jordan Pickford error. And I knew that he had that perfect hat-trick in his head. Because he attempts the shot outside the box, the lobbed effort outside the box with his right foot. Beautiful goal, incredible hat-trick. And, you know, I'm going to touch upon that penalty incident near the end. Obviously, we know that if a penalty is going to be about, Cole Palmer is going to score that, and he's made that effortless, and he's made that known throughout the season. That is his job. He is the leader. No one takes pens from him. But I just have to say, I mean, the impact that he's shown, the form, the ability, the skill, he's fully embraced becoming this team's new talisman. Everything good we do goes through Cole Palmer. He makes things happen. Even for the second goal, he played a beautiful pre-assist essentially with that perfectly weighted first-time pass into the path of Cucurella. Beautiful, easy, effortless. To score 4 goals, I mean, it's absolutely incredible. And I just think that we're at a point right now where, there aren't any right words now to praise the impacts of Cole Palmer. It really is perfect Palmer at this point in time. I honestly cannot believe this guy's got 20 goals plus even more assists throughout the season. It's absolutely unreal. And if we have any hopes of climbing up this table, we win one more game in hand, we could find ourselves 7th and above Manchester United. And then who knows what happens as the season comes to an end. But if this is the form that we're finding from nowhere, Cole Palmer is definitely leading us to unknown territory. So my friends, we have to hit it up for Cole Palmer tonight. But to move on, of course, let's discuss the other goals and the other impacts. Obviously, I think another sensational goal today was scored by Nicolas Jackson to make it 4-0. I mean, again, it was the Cole Palmer pre-assist, the Cucurella first-time cross, and then Nico Jackson, the first touch and the body swivel, the balance, and then wrap his opposing leg around that ball to hit it low at the near post. Incredible, sensational goal, and it's not a surprise because Nicolas Jackson today, he showed why you have to put his stocks in him. I mean, he's a little bit unique in the sense that he's so good at carrying the ball. He's so good at taking opponents on. He's got a great first touch. He's able to hold the ball up. He's able to run in behind. He's able to link up as well too. And I thought some of the dribbles he went on today were just causing Everton so much issues, so much mayhem, so much panic. And I think this goal typified the great hard work that Nico has been putting in since 2024. He's come back from the AFCON, he didn't really play. I think that was the refresher period he needed to just get that hunger back, get that confidence back. He's come back a new player, and honestly, I think this guy, he has the potential to go to the top. Great performance again today, and yeah, spectacular all round. And obviously for the 6th goal, I knew we were going to make it 6-0. Alfie Gilchrist, he makes it 6. And he scores his first goal of his professional career. It's great to see a Cobham player coming on and having impacts, and I'm sure it's a moment he will never, ever forget. So yeah, 6 incredible goals, moments, we absolutely dominated them. And I think Everton paid the price for, I don't know, maybe being, not cocky, that's the wrong words, but I think with the recent points deduction they faced, I think they forced this game. I think Dyche was thinking, listen, I need to bring confidence back in this team. When we beat them 2-0 at home earlier this season, we played with bravery. We attacked them. We got in their faces. We pressed them. But that intensity was not there. And I think, listen, when you score goals early in this game, in this Premier League, then you never know what's going to happen, and you have the biggest advantage. And I think because we kill the game so early, I think Everton mentally were just completely out. But obviously, I can't finish discussing this review without discussing some other moments in this game. I'm going to start off by discussing the little penalty fiasco for obviously the 5th goal. Now, Cole Palmer, he's going to be thinking, listen, I am the designated penalty taker. I've scored every penalty when it matters. This is what I do. I've shown from the moment I came here, this is my job. No one is taking that from me. But we did see a bit of a fiasco between him, Madueke, and Nicolas Jackson as well too. Now I'm going to see it from both sides because listen, I'm going to give my opinion on this. No one has to agree with me, but personally, I don't really care that much. I think we have to understand that this is a very young team. There is no hierarchy structure at this point in time. I think that Pochettino has alluded throughout the season that the players are taking responsibility on the field. I'd be surprised if Poch comes out to state that he has made Cole Palmer number 1, because I would understand why Madueke would feel like he would want to take that, because I think he thought the penalty was actually blown for his foul. There was actually 2 penalties that Everton gave away in that moment, but it was actually called for the contact made by Doucouré from behind on Cole Palmer. And obviously, Madueke, he's coming back into fitness, he's hungry, he's being frustrated. We know that in January, he was thinking to leave on loan. This is his moment he wants to take advantage of and show his impact, right? The fact that he's forced Pochettino into using Palmer as a 10 to play him on the right-hand side shows a great development of Madueke at this point in time. And obviously, this guy takes pens, and he is a very good penalty taker himself. He may be thinking, you've got a hat-trick, be a bit altruistic, share the moment, let someone else take this right now. There's no need, you know what I mean? So I can understand why he'd be frustrated. And I could also see why Nicolas Jackson might be thinking, listen, I was also taking pens at Villarreal. I'm also having a good season in my own right. Share this moment and obviously let me also have my moments of shine and stat pad as well too. I understand it, but this is how the hierarchy works. Cole Palmer, he's still stood strong. He's like, no, boys, no matter how good you've played, no matter how well we've all played together in attack today, I'm the number one right now. I take it. I make things happen. So for me, it was quite like fascinating. As I was watching the moment in real time, I had like this like David Attenborough commentary going on in my head. Listen, is this proof that these guys hate each other or they're dissenting or they're being kids or immature? You guys can decide for yourselves. But for me, this is a normal type of dynamic I'd expect to see in a very young squad that doesn't have the hierarchy right now. If I asked any of you guys who are like the 5 top dogs in the squad, I'll be getting like 100 different answers, right? So listen, this is going to be something for them to learn. But the fact that Cole Palmer, yet again, no matter what type of pressure he's under, whether that's the, referees wasting time by 4 or 5 minutes to check VAR decisions or the pressure from his own teammates, nothing phases him whatsoever. And he's showing by, showing his actions on the field, not even by talking, why he's the number one. And I'd be very surprised if Madueke or Nico Jackson ever did something like this again. So let's all examine what's going on right now. And I think, is this the signs of the hierarchy starting to be developed in this young squad right now? So, before I end things, I think the final thing I want to add and talk about would actually be the midfield today. I think they definitely deserve some credit and praise because they set the tempo, they set the energy, and I felt like they had a great balance which supported all the attacking players that we had ahead of them. I've always personally kind of thought, you might not agree with me, but if you guys watch my What We Learn videos, then you'll kind of get where I'm going with this. But I've always felt like Gallagher brings a good balance alongside whoever he plays with in a pivot. And that's because of all the energy and off-the-ball work that Gallagher does. That is the essential glue needed for an Enzo or a Caicedo. Hopefully Caicedo and Enzo are able to form this partnership and find that balance over time. It won't happen this season, but I just felt like both of them together, breaking up the play time and time again. Caicedo having the license actually to venture higher up the field. When he does have the license to do that, he does show that this guy is a football player. He can slip passes in behind. He has the composure to keep the ball in tight areas as well too. And, he demonstrates that he is a very good football player. And obviously, he has the license to get forward because he knows that there's a Conor Gallagher beside him that will just sit a bit deeper when those moments happen. So they were kind of picking and choosing their turns when one was going to leave their position to attack and when one was going to defend. I thought they had a lot of aggression and energy. I thought, not going to lie, I thought Everton were pretty rough in this game today. I'm surprised that they didn't get enough bookings. From the first 30 seconds of this match, when I think it was Onana made contact with Gallagher's ankle, I think Everton showed what kind of game they were hoping to play today. So the fact that we rose above that, the fact that we matched their energy, but not only did we show the aggression back, but we outplayed them. We showed the football, we showed the technicality and that type of aspect to the game. I think in the end, it makes it an even nicer, delicious, beautiful win against Everton tonight. And I do think that this is what midfields do, right? Midfield set the tempo and precedent behind whether your team's going to perform or not. And it was great to see Caicedo, some nice dribbles, carrying us up the field, breaking the play, and Conor Gallagher there supporting him as well too, and linking up in the final third. So my friends, 6 great goals, 4-goal Cole Palmer. This is probably the game of the season in terms of it being the most enjoyable to watch and having the most beautiful goals and talking points as well too, in my opinion. So my friends, if you guys are happy, let us know in the comment section what are your 3 moments of this game. And on that note, I am Nini FC, this is Blue Lions TV. I'll see you guys later with some more videos. Cool.